Shalom, shalom, greetings, blessings. How are you all doing? What a true joy and a privilege once again to be able to be here. From the land of the Bible, and today especially truly, I can say from the land of the Bible. Really always, right? But today we are in an incredible place because we are at a biblical river. Now I'm going to show you what's behind me. But the other day we were walking here at night. Remember that we made a video where we put water in the desert. We were walking with Bruiser, the youngest in the house, and I promised you that I would walk around here showing you the place during the day. So here we are, keeping our promise. We're gonna show you this place during the day. So don't miss it. Don't miss it. Stay there. So when I say don't miss it, don't miss it. This time, we're gonna have here so we can learn together and get to know another place in the land of the Bible. So pay attention, because we're gonna see a really great place. Today I want to show you something. No, not something, sorry. Someone, because many of you said he already introduced the little princess. He introduced the little prince. I still need to introduce you to the prince, because I have one who is the greatest of all. But you also asked, when is he going to introduce us to the queen? And here I introduce you to the queen, okay? Here I bring her to you. My wife. So I want Lorena, please come over here. There she is. Hello, good morning. Good morning to us. We don't know what time you are watching the video. Most of the time, they, on the other side of the world, watch this material at night. So here we are, she is Lorena, and what's more, she will be joining us. Remember that we made a video about the Dead Sea. We're going to the second episode about the Dead Sea that we have to record this week. It's going to be amazing. You can't miss it, and Lorena will join us because she also studied to be a tour guide. So obviously we need someone else to give us some more important points or things that we can learn a lot more about. So here we are, a team to be. Now we're going to double the feet and we're going to double the hands. Here in the land of the Bible. So we can bring you much, much more than what we can do here from this place. So don't miss this episode that we're about to have now. Make yourselves comfortable, settle in there in your living room and enjoy what we're going to visit today. What is the Abraham River with which Abraham was very familiar? As the years went by, that river began to recede and its waters became more like residual water. The area ended up being a canal that only accumulated garbage and scrap. The stagnant water began to emit a stench and a solution had to be considered. Signs began to appear in the area with the message from those who dream and work for it. He finally catches up to him. Around the year 2017, a major restoration project has turned the area into a green and flourishing park with a number of activities for the benefit of its residents. Today, the renovated Rio Sheva Park offers, instead of a desert, green lawns, groves, and paths for pedestrians and cyclists. The park also combines tourist sites, historical landmarks, designed bridges, a sports complex, and a botanical garden with an emphasis on desert vegetation. And seating areas along the more than 8 kilometers. In the center of the park, there is a plan for an artificial lake that will be fed with treated wastewater from the city. This project is meant to remind its citizens that once Abraham had the vision to see water in the desert. And today it would be like reopening Abraham's wells, just as his son Isaac did once. Well, so there, we just learned a little bit about where this whole project is born, to recover part of the desert and turn it into something truly useful, and so that citizens can come and enjoy here with their families, their children, and have a good time. And not only have a good time, but also remember part of what once happened here, what happened in the past. The place, honestly, is well maintained, but it's not finished yet. It's worth mentioning that it's still not finished. There's still quite a bit left to do. As you can see, this is one of the access roads. For example, over there, you can see the cars moving on that side. It's one of the access roads to the modern city today, but it doesn't lead to the biblical city, rather to the modern city of Sheva. The city currently has over 260,000 inhabitants.
A lot.
It would be that today, I think it's like classified as the 4th or 5th largest city in Israel. For you, maybe, it could be the largest city in Israel. Only 260,000 people. For example, people from Mexico, you have millions of inhabitants. In cities like Sao Paulo and Buenos Aires with millions of inhabitants, compared to here with only 260,000 people. It seems to be like the 4th or 5th largest city in Israel. It's just that Israel is small. You have to keep in mind that here there are only a little over 9 million people in total. We haven't even reached 10 million inhabitants in the whole nation of Israel yet. I mean, the nation of Israel. It's really small. Now we're already entering the park itself, the one that's ready for people to come and enjoy. So let's show a little bit from inside what we can find here. And finally, we're going to reach the La Laguna area. And here, now we're heading to a Amphitheater, which is one of the largest open-air amphitheaters in Israel, meaning it doesn't have a roof. I won't get ahead of myself. Let me show you a glimpse of what it looks like. Let's go over there.
Lorena, let's continue.
Walking a little more. Very well. We're still here walking. It's hot. It's very hot. It's very hot. So if you see us around here sweating, it doesn't mean we've been running. We're not running. It's just really hot. Could we explain to them what this thing we're about to see is about?
Yes, honestly, we could. It has many uses for the residents. All the beautiful greenery we see here is something special for us as residents of Israel. It's very beautiful because we see it again and again. The fulfilled promise that the desert will bloom. The grass we're seeing isn't synthetic grass, it's real grass. The trees are also planted, some are already growing. Will they give some shade? And this place is perfect for coming with families, having a barbecue, and spending a peaceful time. There are places with activities for the kids, and what we're going to see here, which is like a tower, as Edu was saying, is an amphitheater. And here there are music events that are usually held at night.
We're going to show you. We're going to turn the camera around so you can see.
You can't really see much right now, but at night, this place fills up with lights. It has a really beautiful light show, and we can see it from different parts of this city. We'll be able to go in. On the other hand, it's open.
Let's try to get closer from another side so you can see. Obviously, it's closed because it's a place where events are held. But let's see if we can get closer, at least from another side, so you can appreciate it a little better. So let's go around, okay? Here we go. Meanwhile, we keep looking for a way to access this place. Something we can tell you, so you get an idea, is that we're up high because you saw us going upstairs, and it's like a kind of tall little hill. Okay, here the terrain it's not flat, it's not straight. Actually, in all of Israel, it's not like the well-known straight roads in other countries. In most countries here, there is significant inequality. So I don't know if you can see there, but it's like all the time. It's like there are hills, not hills. I don't know which one is the uneven one.
There are ups and downs.
Exactly, ups and downs. Now, everything you see back there is still kind of dry. This park is still under construction with a significant amount of work remaining. Let's go in here through Campo. Messy. And let's see how far we can keep going. So here we go. We're going to show you this little, well, not little, a big amphitheater. Well, it's still closed. The place is still closed. But well, it also has to do with the fact that it's early, that there's no event, but at least you can see the chairs there. The La Torre, that tower has 7,500 lights, did you know?
Not that many.
7,500 lights is what you see over there. At night, you can see it lit up, and the color changes depending on the event that's happening. For example, if Israel wins the championship at the Olympics, then on those ropes, if all the lights are on, you can see the flag of Israel, for example. And other things like that, right? Other things? Outside of this site, outside of this place that we see, well, here it says it's up to 10,000 people. That's what the sign says. But officially, it's up to 12,000 that can come in because it's an open space. Maybe 10,000 can be seated, 10,000 chairs, but 12,000 people can come in here. When there are open events and there are recitals, concerts, and all those kinds of things here, we believe that at some point this place will also be used so that people can talk about the Messiah. Maybe, and all the people there listening about who he is. For now, Israel is quite closed to that topic. But speaking of that, on that topic, let's keep walking while we continue talking a bit about it. Who are the people? What could we explain to the people who live on the other side of the world? Who are the people who live here or who come here specifically to visit this place?
This place is open to everyone, Edu. They can also come Israelis, Arabs, Israelis, Jews, and there are actually a lot of Arabs. Because also the place where this park with the amphitheater is located, it's actually more on an edge of Sheva. And there are many Arab families who are living nearby as well. So they also come. It's a way for the kids to have fun too. This one, is it good? We've already seen the barbecue or grill, right? One grill next to the other. Can you lend me some charcoal? It doesn't matter if it's Arab or Jewish or whatever. I mean, here there's no fighting, we try. Everyone tries to keep things clean. Some are more responsible than others regarding cleanliness and order. But it's also a time when you come here to relax with family and friends for gatherings. There are gatherings for all ages. One time we also came here to fly kites with young people and children, so it was really nice too. The spacious area allows for various activities. You can use different spots of this place. And then, doesn't one family invade the other family, one activity invade the other activity?
Look, let's show something, because there's something interesting here. Maybe many people wonder, it's amazing to see everything green, so many trees, so much grass, it's amazing to see all that. But not only is God's promise here, obviously, but also the creativity that God gives so that people can do the work. How do you make the desert green again? If you can see, this is the famous drip irrigation system down here. Do you see it? There, what you see right there in front, that's the drip irrigation. Well, Lord, tell us about drip irrigation.
Yes, it's something interesting because actually anyone at home could make a hose with little holes. But what's special about these hoses? I mean, here we see that it has a little hole, and here it has something like a little wheel. The interesting thing about this is that when the water goes through the different little holes, it has the same pressure in the first hole as in the last hole. If we took a regular hose from our house and just started making holes in it, water will first come out of the initial holes, and in the last holes it will come out with little or no force. So this is a very good way to manage the water. And these little wheels are because here you can set how much water you want to give to this plant specifically. With just the little holes, the water comes out at a standard rate. But with these little wheels, you can choose if you wanted to give half a liter per hour, half a liter every 2 hours, or a liter over a day. So when you open the faucets, the system already automatically knows how much you want to give to that little plant. And another thing that's also very interesting is that here, water isn't wasted. Like we always say, there's no water in the desert, there's no water in all of Israel. This is recycled water, so it can't be drunk. And all the water that comes out of all the houses from all the people who live here in the city, in every city, the water goes through a system and is recycled. So that water is what is used to water these plants.
Well, after taking a walk around here, we found this area. This area is going to be a future restaurant area. There will be coffee shops here, there will be restaurants over there, and there will be an information center. And the departure port is not going to be here, but the departure port is going to be, well, the departure port for little boats, right? Where is the departure port for little boats going to be? Over there. Over there, on that side. Actually, these little boats are tourist boats
For sightseeing, like
kayaks and things like that go for a ride around here.
family friendly for kids.
To enjoy the weekend. For those who know the Central Park area, what's there in the middle, like a little lake? It would be something like that. It's something like to escape from the city and feel like you still live in nature, to come and remember the area of nature. For those who remember Palermo and Buenos Aires, it was quite similar to this, although with some significant differences.
A lot of difference, but well,
Israel.
it's also small. Sheva is also, all things considered, small, but well, in scale. For what Sheva is, it's very good.
There's also something we didn't mention about coming here to do cycling, so people here can come. There's a cycling trail. It's something they really want to imitate from places like Europe, the Netherlands, for example, which are countries where people use bicycles a lot, so they want to do the same here. Well, ultimately, this is going to be a place for recreation, sports, coming to enjoy yourself and everything else. Really, 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 really nice. And the goal is that many of the people, the residents who live here in the desert area, are looking for a place. We're going to show a little bit. They're looking for a place. Always for the weekend, what to do, what to do, what to do, what to do. Those who are not religious don't observe the Sabbath and need to go out on the weekend. Because the weekend here is just one day. It's only Saturday on the Hebrew calendar. So most people, what do? They either go to Tel Aviv, or they go to Jerusalem, or they go to Aleha. And it's several kilometers. People who aren't used to traveling several kilometers for just one day. And here the city appears, this one in the desert, with an attraction or a possibility so that people don't leave the city.
There are many people who also live in apartments with children. Many of the older apartments don't have a balcony. When we first arrived, we also lived in an apartment without a balcony. And well, so going out to a place nearby is also very practical because it's just a step away from your home. You have a nice place for the kids, big, where they can do different activities. And you don't bump into people. You can spread out throughout the park. And still it remains big because the residents of Beersheba, among everyone, aren't that many either.
Honestly, it's a place to come and relax and to come here. With the Bible in the morning for devotional reading and a jog as well.
To jog.
A little. Come along with the Bible. That's good.
Early, your
little glass of water. Little bottle of water.
Edu. It's also worth mentioning that It's not finished.
That-
It's still in progress. It has a long way to go, so there will probably be more green areas, more lagoons.
Yes, there's a lot more work to do here. But anyway, let's keep going. Let's keep exploring. And we're almost reaching the final part. Because this is the most important part, like the very center of this whole place is this lake. So we're gonna go to one of the ends of this place so we can walk a little more. And we're going to do it. A final tour. With this farewell, we also bid you goodbye and leave you to your tasks. But wait, just a few more seconds as we'll walk over there from the other side. Alright family, we walk, and we've made it here. This place is almost 8 kilometers long, as we saw at the beginning. 5,200 dunes, trees, botanical garden. Most of the trees they're planting here are specifically desert trees. Lagoon, soccer field, field of
basketball, restrooms.
boats. In the future, also a new town. They're building a new city. Not a city, how would it be? Yes, a city, not a neighborhood, right? A new neighborhood here, right next to La Laguna. So, if at any point you are thinking about coming to live in the city of Berleva, don't have any doubts. A good place to choose is near the lake in the middle of the desert. The lake is not a natural lake.
It's not an artificial lake, of course.
It's an artificial lake, exactly. And the water you see is not wasted water.
No, as we said before, it's water that is recycled.
Recycled water. Do you remember we saw that little thing there? The drip irrigation system? One type of water is selected for the plants, and another type of water is selected for other things, like this, for example. This water you see in the lake isn't for the plants either, no.
Exactly, but fish can live there.
But you can't swim there. That is, it's forbidden for humans to go in and swim.
Exactly.
So, well, this place is really interesting. I hope you enjoyed it, and don't miss the images coming up now as we're finishing. And next week, you absolutely can't miss the second part of the Dead Sea. That's incredible. For part 2, watch part 1 first to understand how we'll get there. Something to say goodbye and tell them over there.
I really enjoyed it and learned a lot, including some new things. Thank you, Edu, for bringing us here. I hope you all enjoyed it at home too.
Exactly, yes. And thank you for accepting her into the Voces de Israel family. Well, she was always part of Voces de Israel behind the scenes, and now she's here with us. I don't know if you'll always be able to join us, Lore, but we'll invite you, okay? So we're gonna invite her permanently so that we'll try to coordinate the time so you can join us. Because it really is a privilege to go out, get to know, share, and walk with you. I think many of you imagined walking with us here. While we were explaining, we were walking. Today we had little time in the vehicle. Yes, it was more about walking. We were mostly using our 2 legs, so well, we're saying goodbye. Have a wonderful time there with your family. Enjoy, and as we always say, Shalom Ubrajot, Shalom and blessings from the land of the Bible. Bye-bye, Shalom.